Welcome to our lesson on biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Today, we'll discover why some waste breaks down naturally while others stay around for a long time. We'll also learn how to manage these materials to protect our environment. Let's get started and make a difference. Our objective for today's lesson are identify and describe the two kinds of waste materials, and to understand the importance of proper waste disposal and apply the 3 R's: reuse, recycle. Have you seen a trash bin outside? What did you notice about it? Why should we throw our waste properly? First, let's talk about the type of waste materials. These are biodegradables and non-biodegradables waste materials. All waste materials or trash fall into one of two categories, the biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Have you ever wondered what happens to trash after you dispose them? Garbage is collected and usually dumped in landfills. In this process, garbage is covered with soil along with chemicals that help break it down. There are trash that contain materials which rot and decay. They are known as biodegradable waste. Biodegradable wastes typically originate from plant or animal sources and can decay through living organisms' actions. These wastes can be decomposed by bacteria, fungi, or microbes into smaller particles and naturally reabsorbed by the surrounding environment, ideally without causing pollution. Living organisms like bacteria and fungi are referred to as decomposers. If these tiny microorganisms didn't eat these materials, our world will be overcome with piles of dead material, and the plants would run out of raw materials needed for photosynthesis. There are also natural agents like sunlight and water, which turn biodegradable wastes into organic manure or natural fertilizers. A leaf is a perfect example of a biodegradable product. It forms in the spring and is used by the plant for photosynthesis throughout the summer. When autumn arrives, the leaf falls to the ground and is absorbed by the soil, nourishing the plant for the next season. Other biodegradable waste includes paper products like newspaper, cardboard, paper towels, and tissues. Food waste like fruit and vegetable peels, leftovers, coffee grounds, and eggshells. Yard waste like grass clippings, leaves, branches, and garden trimmings. Wood waste like sawdust, untreated wood chips, and twigs. Animal waste like manure, pet waste, and hair. Natural fiber waste, such as cotton, wool, jute, and silk. Kitchen waste, such as tea bags, bread, rice, and pasta. Biodegradable packaging, such as compostable bags and packaging made from cornstarch or plant fibers, are waste materials that can break down naturally with the help of microorganisms. What can you say about this? These are wastes that do not decompose. When discarded irresponsibly, these materials can clog drains and lead to water and land pollution. They are known as non-biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable waste refers to materials that do not decompose naturally or easily in the environment. Non-biodegradable substances are used more often nowadays. However, instead of returning to the environment, they become solid waste that cannot be broken down by microorganisms. Therefore, proper disposal is essential, as these substances can become hazardous to both health and the environment. Some of the non-biodegradable wastes are plastic bags, plastic bottles, glass bottles, metals like iron, computer parts, and medical wastes. There are 3 fundamental practices that anyone can adopt, even at home, to manage this type of waste effectively. The 3R concept, reduce, reuse, and recycle, can assist in properly handling these materials. Reduce the amount of waste you produce. It means minimizing the amount of waste we create. Reuse items as much as you can before replacing them. It means using items more than once. Recycle items whenever possible. This means repurposing a product for a new use instead of throwing it away. Non-biodegradable wastes significantly contribute to pollution. By practicing the 3R reduce, reuse, and recycle, we can decrease the presence of hazardous substances in the environment, making the world cleaner and safer for all living beings. Let's test your understanding. Try to answer the following questions. You can write your answers on a piece of paper or in your science notebook and then have your teacher check them. Let's summarize. Biodegradable waste originates from plants or animals and can decompose naturally with the assistance of bacteria, fungi, or other organisms. It breaks down into smaller pieces and is absorbed by the environment without causing pollution. Non-biodegradable waste includes materials that do not easily decompose naturally. To handle non-biodegradable waste, individuals can apply the 3R reduce, reuse, and recycle, even in their own homes. Reduce means to cutting down on the amount of waste we produce by using fewer resources. Reuse means finding new ways to use items instead of throwing them away. Recycle means processing old materials into new products to prevent waste and reduce the use of fresh resources. Let's evaluate. Carefully read each question and select the letter of the correct answer. Record your answers in your science notebook and have your teacher review them. For an additional activity, you can click the link in the video description. Let's reflect on it. Answer the question based on your understanding. Why is it important to know which trash can be broken down naturally and which cannot? Let's apply. Create a project that illustrates the principles of reduce, reuse, and recycle using materials available at home or in the classroom. Make sure to submit your project to your teacher. Goodbye! I hope you learned a lot from today's lesson. Until next time.